Alright, Italy turn 2. They have $25 to spend. They're going to buy 3 naval units and a ground unit. So that's an artillery for 4, a sub for 6, which is 10. And then 8 and 7 is 15. Yeah, so that's right. So 8 for the destroyer and 7 for the transport. Okay, they only have 2 attacks to make. One of them, we'll just see what happens. I'm not really holding my breath on this one, and I don't necessarily expect to win it, but we are going to go into this French fleet with a destroyer from Sea Zone 92 and the fighter from Sea Zone 90, or from the air base in Italy. We will retreat if we lose the ship. Okay, if we lose both, it's terrible, but what are you going to do? The other attack that's going to be kind of interesting here is we're taking advantage of one of the new BBR 3.0 rules. I'm going to take an infantry and an artillery from Algeria. I'm going to put them on the transport, and I'm going to go to Malta. And I'm going to take Malta, which is a walk-in, but instead of destroying this, the new rule is that this then becomes Italian. So I will have 3 ground units on Malta for that particular rule. Okay, so that's all the attacks, and I only have to roll dice for the French one. So we'll set that up in a sec. So there's one more attack I forgot to mention. In Morocco, it's a walk-on with the Italian infantry from or into Casablanca. It's a walk-on with the Italian infantry from Morocco. Okay, so let's roll the attack on the French Navy. It's the attack on the French Navy in Sea Zone 94. The Italian destroyer Pantera and the Italian fighter are going to come in on the French destroyer Verdun and the French cruiser Algérie. So it's 2 and a 3 versus a 2 and a 3. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I've said I'm going to retreat once I lose the destroyer. So. And I got a hit. So at least one of these is dead. So. And I got a hit. So destroyer for destroyer. The fighter will retreat, and the cruiser will stay in the sea zone as a hostile element. Alright, I think the shot is wide enough to cover all the movement that I need to do. The tank from Morocco is going to load up onto the transport, and all of the rest of the Italian Navy, the transport, the 2 cruisers, and the battleship are going to make their way to Sea Zone 95. The fighter that participated in the attack on Sea Zone 94 is going to land in southern Italy. 2 anti-aircraft artillery and 1 infantry are going to go up into northern Italy. The 2 infantry and the artillery from southern France are going to go into northern Italy. The 3 forces in Tunisia are going to move over into Algeria. So the infantry, mech, and artillery are going to go to Algeria. The infantry in Albania is going to go down to Greece, and the infantry and the tank in Yugoslavia are going to go into Romania. I think that's all the movement. So give me a sec and I'll set this up, and then we'll come back with placements and money. Okay, in terms of purchases, the new transport is going into Sea Zone 95, as are the new destroyer and the new submarine. The new artillery is going to be placed in northern Italy. Okay, in terms of money, here is the sitch. 2 things change their value. Malta becomes Italian, so that's +1. And Casablanca is not worth anything except for a national objective. But we do have to fix the income tracker, and it's 1 IPC difference. So the Italians go from 17 to 18, and the British go from 39 to 38. Okay, so what that means in terms of income, I didn't actually put the money out, so just give me a sec here. So the Italians are get a base of 18. Okay, so $18 base income, and then in terms of bonuses, they do actually own, well, the Axis own Gibraltar, southern France, and Greece, so they're going to get 5 IPCs for that. Remember, because Germany owns Gibraltar and Greece, and Italy owns southern France. There are Allied warships in the Med. They don't have the North Africa bonus anymore. They don't have any of that. They are going to get bonuses for British Somaliland, Gibraltar, Tobruk, and Casablanca. So that's $4. 4 IPCs. So in total, they're going to have $18, $22, $27 to spend on the next turn. Okay. Okay, $27 in the treasury. Okay, in terms of Italian forces around the board, here's what we're dealing with here. We have an infantry in Casablanca. We have an infantry and artillery and a mechanized infantry in Algeria. We have an infantry, artillery, and a newly captured anti-aircraft gun in Malta. In 96, we have a transport that's going to be sunk next turn. In 95, we have all of a sudden a fairly decent navy again. We have 2 transports, a battleship, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, and a submarine. In southern Italy, there are 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and a fighter. In northern Italy, there is a tank, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 anti-aircraft artillery. In Greece, there is a single infantry. In Romania, there's an infantry and a tank. And all the way down in British Somaliland, there is a single Italian infantry. And those are the extent of the Italian forces on the board. It is now time for the minor allied powers of Anzac, Canada, and France to go. So they'll be up next.